Okay, so I want to be clear right from the beginning. I don't think that Back Arrow will end up being a great anime or even anything remotely close to that. But I do think it could end up being a decently fun watch. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Dead Dude, bringing you guys another video. I'm giving out subscriptions down below, so if you're interested in Back Arrow, I will be reviewing every episode, and I'll talk about other anime too, so go hit that button. After watching the first episode of Back Arrow, I think this show has the potential to be one of the myriad of anime that come out every season that aren't really special, but you still enjoy watching. You know, the ones where they only have one season. There's nothing that stands out about the show, and you'll probably forget about it right after you watch it. But while you watch it, at least, it's entertaining for what it is. Story-wise, I think Back Arrow actually has just enough to be adequately interesting. You have a newcomer who's being thrown into a situation of these two warring nations who are fighting over resources within a confined land area where civilization has no idea what lies beyond the walls that surround and protect the area they live in. There is just enough there to make for a fairly interesting story. What lies beyond the walls? Who built the walls? Which of the civilizations will come out victorious? Who is this mysterious newcomer who says he comes from beyond the walls and likes being naked? There is just enough there to have some compelling episodes. Plus, this is a mecha anime, and they don't call them mechs, they call them Brihites or Brihates, however you want to pronounce it, but they're essentially mechs, and your boy is a sucker for mecha anime. I kinda like how each mech is individually catered to the person that's using it, and it is based off what their conviction is, whatever the hell that actually means. But each person, whatever mech they use, is going to be individually designed around their strengths or their whatever their purpose is, I guess, however you want to put it. But I like that we should get some really cool and maybe outlandish mech designs if the show chooses to take advantage of the freedom it has here, where every character that has a mech, their mech is individually made to suit who they are. Or at least it seems to be that way for one of the nations. The other nation seems to be a lot more uniform in the mechs they use, but we don't really know anything about the nations besides that they're at war yet. So maybe that was just that particular unit in the first episode. We don't much know. Action-wise, I think the action is decent enough for what this show is. Don't expect too much, and I think you'll enjoy it. We don't yet know if Back Arrow, like the character within the show, will end up being a decent main character. Right now, all we know about the guy is that he doesn't mind being naked, and he says he comes from beyond the wall, and that's about it. He does seem to be very naturally talented when it comes to piloting the Brihites, so maybe he has some background and some civilization outside the wall where they also have those things. We just don't know. We know nothing about his character. He hasn't really said much. He didn't really pop in until the latter half of the episode, so we'll see going forward. I doubt he's going to be some like super amazing character where it's like a really compelling story arc and we get to see him develop like a crazy amount over the span of whatever amount of episodes is going to come out for this anime. But I do think he will be serviceable enough for having an entertaining watch. I obviously can't recommend that anyone watch this show just after the first episode, and I do ultimately think this show will end up being very forgettable, but I have hope that it will end up being at least an entertaining watch. Alright guys, all I have for you on this one. If you like this video, go hit that thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, subscribe and share. It will help me out a lot. If you didn't like the video, let me know why in the comments. We can talk about it. I respond to almost everything. Also, let me know what you guys think about the first episode of Back Arrow. Are you going to watch it? Or are you going to drop off at the first step? Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one.